The Nolan Wells case continues to make headlines as new developments and witness statements keep the investigation in the spotlight. In this video, we're taking a look at the latest Nolan Wells news update about the newest information, unanswered questions, and public response. This video is intended for commentary and discussion based on publicly reported information while the investigation remains ongoing. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Ooh, things are getting spicy now. Warren's father tells TMZ that he's offering a $50,000 reward to find out what happened to Nolan Wells. On the same day that the other friend, Bert, decided to lawyer up and is threatening to sue people for defamation of character. Ooh, it's getting hot. You went to TMZ but didn't go to Ben Crump's office, where you know that there's already a $100,000 reward available for anyone that can point them in the direction of Nolan Wells unaliving. I think they're starting to vote. I think they're starting to turn on each other. You know why? Because the math is not mathing. On the same day that Officer Bad Body Built went on Nancy Grace's show and looked a fool, now you calling TMZ to tell them that you're offering a $50,000 reward. And TMZ, why is y'all talking directly to the family? It's not even that y'all heard from a reliable source no more. TMZ is going straight to the family and communicating, so y'all in cahoots. This is the same judge that put out that statement, right? That's her husband? Okay, y'all keep saying that we shouldn't treat people like they're guilty if they're not guilty. Well, then you shouldn't be moving like you guilty.
Wait, their story is falling apart, and I'm talking about Nolan Wells' friends. Now, since everybody has heard the rescue call and can hear some about Nolan being dead in the background, they are releasing all type of stuff. Now, this is supposed to be footage of them getting the boat towed. They say Nolan isn't on there, but guess who is on there? I'm gonna tell you in a second, a key person in this investigation. Now, what role is TMZ playing in all this? Because after that rescue call, now they talking about Nolan Wells was drinking heavily and partying with friends, and that's what caused it. And they've even said, oh, it's witnesses saying they seen him at 6. Where were these witnesses at all this time? And then they try to drop this footage of the boat or picture of the boat, and they don't understand. The internet is saying, guess who is on there? But I do tell you one thing. They said got 2 witnesses that claim Nolan was on the island after his friends left the boat. I don't trust these witnesses. And why am I gonna trust some unidentified random ass witnesses when I could trust my ears are telling me I'm hearing them screaming about Nolan? This whole case is falling apart and these fuckers are lying. They are saying that this is Katie, and I don't like it. What if I told you?
I know I'm supposed to be working, but I had to stop to tell y'all this. Civil rights attorney Ben Crump has sent out litigation letters to each and every person who was around Nolan Wells during his disappearance. And these letters are warning them that they are to keep every single text message, Snapchat, photo, cooler, any evidence that could be used in this case. And if you ask me, those kids should have already been arrested and detained until we have answers. But at least this attorney is taking the necessary steps to try to preserve any evidence. I know they're trying to spin this narrative that Nolan was drunk, but baby, Warren already messed that up when he said that Nolan was fine. This media blitz that people like Warren and Tristan are out here doing isn't working in the public. We don't believe it. And that smear campaign that TMZ is on, we definitely don't believe that one. These kids may have lawyered up already and deleted their social medias, but baby, let me tell you, all of that is going to be retrieved. And when this case gets cracked, they are going to be held liable. We are not going to stop.
Breaking latest news regarding Nolan Wells. A court has now ordered TikTok, Snapchat, Meta, Life 360, and WhatsApp to all hand over Nolan Wells' account information and data because his mother believes that his account activity was either altered or may have been deleted following his death. Nolan Wells disappeared during a 4th of July boating trip to Mississippi's Horn Island. 2 days later, he was found dead. Authorities initially said it was an accidental drowning. But here's a problem. After his mother ordered an independent autopsy, it was later determined that it was undetermined what his cause of death was. Now, the court wants answers from the apps that Nolan uses every day. His mother even claimed that when she went through Nolan's Snapchat, there was nothing. There was no photos, there was nothing to be left, no messages. That's impossible. Now, the court wants to get into Nolan Wells' private messages, deleted content, location history, login records, photos, videos, anything that could piece together Nolan's final hours. Now, there's another rumor circulating around that one of Nolan Wells' friends allegedly may have killed him because of a girl that Nolan Wells recently dated or was dating during that time. And that friend has lawyered up and is denying those allegations as well. And it's just strange because investigators have said before that Nolan Wells' friends had his phone, had possession of his phone after he went missing. Now, to be clear, the subpoenas doesn't prove anyone committed a crime. The subpoenas are only to dig deeper and to get more information regarding footsteps that Nolan Wells could have left through his social media accounts. I'll keep following this story for you guys and provide updates. Follow along for more.
Now there's updates saying that Nolan Wells was drinking heavily while partying with friends on Mississippi's Horn Island before his death, according to a new report. Now, it was already stated that almost half or all of the people that was on Horn Island were underage drinking. Okay, they were all teenagers on Horn Island. We saw the picture with, beer cans, beer bottles, whatever. So now it went from, we were all drinking. Now it's Nolan was heavily drinking. Now they're trying to push this narrative that he was so drunk that maybe he did drown, or he was so drunk that he was incoherent, or no. This is not the narrative that we're trying to push. Absolutely not. And even if he was drinking heavily, that makes the story even more suspicious, that y'all would leave your friend who was heavily drinking on an island instead of taking him back with you because y'all all came together, but you decided to leave him on the island after he was heavily drinking with some girl instead of getting on the boat to go back home. Okay.
Lock that old ass granddaddy up. Yep, grandpa, you're going to jail. In the Nolan Wells case, look, the grandpa called the dispatch to refute a damn tow service. Sir, if your damn grandkids, is sinking, and they said 31 feet of water out there on the island, why the hell would you call them to refuse the damn tow? And they can get out there faster than your raggedy old ass. Yeah, you should go to jail. Because you want to know why you refused that tow? Because your grandson called you up and said, Granddaddy, it's a dead body on this boat. And he said, no, we got to figure something to cut. I'm getting upset again. You know what that granddaddy said. Look, the caller, right? He didn't answer none of them damn questions. The dispatch is trying to help. You want me to send Coast Guard out there? No, send the Coast Guard. Well, damn, how many kids on board? He said it's quick. No kids on board. How many adults on board? He lose his mind. He don't know how many adults on board. Why? Because somebody told him, don't you tell him how many people on his boat? So you knew how many kids was on the board, but you forgot how many adults on the board that you came and left with. Look, why Why did you refuse the Coast Guard assistance? They could have been out there quick. Because it was a dead body on that boat. And the federal government would have came and got you. That's why. Look, you say, because that he was sinking in 31 feet of water, can you come help? Well, she said, I'm trying to send the damn help out to you. You're refusing every damn thing. You don't want the Coast Guard. You don't want the police. You just want to tow back. No, that's not how that works. Look, I think that judge, that mom, that judge, I want you in jail next. Let me tell you why, because I think you was on the boat. I really do think that woman that y'all heard in the call, when he was on the phone with that dispatch, I think that was the judge. I think that was the mom. That's why granddaddy called and said, whoa. Don't. We don't need no tow. We all right. If you listen to that call back, don't want no little girl. Don't want no college kid girl. It's a grown woman voice. I think that mama was on the boat and she was plotting and planning the whole time. Because they been done called the grandpa and the mom. Grandpa said, send her out there first. Send her out there first. She can get there faster. Look, and then the damn tip line go to her damn number, allegedly. Yeah, that mom was on that boat. I don't care what nobody said. They thought the dispatch was just going to send a little boat to tug him in and ask no damn questions. And then when the lady started asking questions, they said, oh, hell no. Get her off the phone. See, I also think dispatch should have a little button. When something sounds a little fishy, you hit that button. And that Coast Guard go out there any damn way. The police go out there any damn way. Because dispatch was on there like, shit don't make no damn sense. They say they sinking, but they don't want no help. They say ain't no children on board, but hell, they don't know how many adults on board. Like, I'm getting mad. Lock them up.
Hey, check this out. I have a Nolan Wells update. So Bart has lawyered up over claims that he killed Nolan Wells over a female. And those of you who don't know or haven't heard the audio, you can hear in the audio someone saying, damn Bart, or fuck Bart. It was one or the other. But they said Bart's name. And afterwards, someone says, you killed him, or is he dead? Bart has said prior to these claims that he was out of town. But if Bart was out of town, why would we hear someone in the audio saying his name? Then he claims that he didn't kill Nolan over a girl. But have y'all seen this picture of Bart and Katie together? It seems that Bart and Katie used to date back in the day, per a social media source. And now it would make sense that if Bart did in fact kill Nolan over Katie, it could have been because he was jealous of Nolan's and Katie's interaction at Horn Island. Tell me what y'all think about that.